In this video, I'm going to show you how 1 or 2 clicks can really dramatically change your ability to go from getting an S rank to an A+, and how paying attention to small things really makes a big difference. All right. Today we're going to do what people are saying is the hard career, King Halo. I don't know why they're saying it's a hard career, but we're gonna do it. Now, I've shared this parent before, so you can always take this parent if you want to follow along. And you can also find this person on Crotogenesis, if they still even have slots left. So I don't know if they do. Sweet. Anyway, King Halo is not that, I would say, easy to build. Her career is not hard, but she's not that easy to build. She has 0% speed, 20% power, and not wit. So it's a little tough. Now there's a few ways that you can do it. I will do it a way, I guess, to show you a little bit more consistent, I guess you could say. So you could do 3 speed, 3 wit, or you can kind of just do 4 wit, 2 speed. And this is a little bit more greedy, but it should still be doable to max out speed. So let's see if we can actually be a little bit more greedy. And I'll try to show you how you can be a little bit more greedy. Now, normally I play with a Biko that I got from the free Rico pools, ironically. Now, I never got any SSR Ricos, but I did get 3 Bikos out of that free banner back in November. So, I mean, that was pretty nice. So that's why I use 3LB Biko. Which I wish it was MLB, but you know. What are you gonna do? Anyway, there's not too much kind of going on in the beginning. Like I said in the other video, the beginning, you just really want to get your friendships up and hit some up arrows. Now I'm focusing on, I don't really need these. I'll take the wit. I don't really need the stamina. Take speed. So the big 3 stats are speed, power, and wit. Now she has 20% power growth, and I'm inheriting power spark. So I don't really want to click on power. I'll take outer swell. I don't want to click on power pretty much at all if I can help it. I'll take this one. It's 4 friendships and an up arrow, even though it's on stamina. I mean, it's early, so it doesn't matter too much, but every click helps trying to get, you know, that greediness. More speed, pretty straightforward. Speed, guts, or power. I'm gonna get power just because I'm not going to try to burst on any power if I can help it. So this is a good display of what you should not do. Obviously I wouldn't click this. Is 12%. It's not really worth it. There's no up arrows. I'm not gonna click this one even though it's 2 friendships because it's 11%. So getting some energy back and getting my energy cards online as quick as possible is what you really want to do, because the sooner you get energy cards online, the sooner you have almost nuclear power, just unlimited energy for the most part. So this one is 2, and you get a, and I get a wit card online, so that's pretty nice. Compared to this one, it's 1, but I get more energy. So I'm gonna be greedy and get this one because I want that wit card online as much as possible. See, now I get more energy and I get a burst, so that worked out pretty well. Now my energy is still a little bit low, so I can't really do too much. Okay, well, I can do that. I can't really do too much outside of clicking on wit the next turn. But since you have 4 wit cards, sometimes I'll play a little bit more greedy with my energy because, I mean, you got 4 wit cards, so they should be kind of turning on as much as possible. Give me the speed power. I don't need stamina. Not a great turn. If this wasn't an explosion, I mean a rainbow, I would be clicking on possibly that power, but I do want that friendship bonus to get activated a little bit as well. So if you didn't watch my air group video, you can watch that one. Well, you don't have to watch that one. You can watch this one because I'm going to be explaining kind of the same process. But In that video, I talk a little bit about not going below 50% energy, because then you run out of options, right? And you want as many options as mood. Mood's pretty good. Energy is also good, but I'm gonna click on mood because I have 4 wit cards, so I can risk being a little bit more greedy. This turn kind of ass. So there's the debate between this one is an up arrow and this one is a fake up arrow, but it's another friendship and more energy. So I'm gonna do this one. But going below 50%, it really limits your options on what you can do the next turn, because if you get a really good, say, speed turn, then one, you're running in the risk of not being able to finish it. And you run into a situation like this where you have no energy cards, so there's nothing you can really do. So I'm just gonna rest. But you really want to try to rest as least you want to rest as least as possible, just because it runs the risk of one, getting a bad rest, and then you also run into the situation where you could get, ooh, these turns suck. Let me click on speed again. You do want your speed cards activated if you're going to be greedy, because you need those rainbows and you need to kind of blow up on speed a lot too. Ooh, these all suck too. I clicked this just for the friendships mainly. I mean, the up arrows are nice, but the friendship is what I'm kind of focusing on there a little bit more. Wit, more energy, friendship. I don't know if I finished the thought that I was mentioning before, ADHD, but if you go below 50% in energy, you run out of options of what you can do over the next 2 turns. Because if you get a good speed turn, that's good. If you get a good speed turn, well, then you kind of have to pretty much click on it. And then you're forced to rest the turn after that. And then if you get a bad rest, I'm gonna click on this. So this is a good example, right? Where if I click this here, that is good on speed, which I might actually click on it, but then I can't click on anything else besides wit the next turn, and then I have to rest. And if you get a bad rest, then you're going up to maybe 50%, and it's just running, it's pretty risky. So the reason why I'm gonna click on this one is, one, I have 4 wit cards, but my speed is also a little bit behind of what I want. So I'm trying to get around 300 speed by the end of junior year. So that's why I'm getting a little bit greedy there. I'll probably have to rest unless I get a double rainbow. I like skill points and I like wit, but I like the skill points a little bit more. So this is a good example. Now I'm forced. Okay, I got a good rest. But you're kind of forced to rest. And if you have a bad rest, then it just snowballs into a bad direction after that. So you really want to manage your energy below 50%, because then you could easily waste 3 turns. Because if you get a bad rest, you're sleep deprived, and if you have to, one, cure a bad sleep, that's another time. All right, we're resumed. I got interrupted. So once again, let me finish my thought completely, because I don't remember if I finished my thought or not. Anyway, so with these, I'm always taking the middle one unless I get a really good junior year, just because it makes the rest of the run easy and not stressful. But you could easily waste 3 or 4 turns just by going below 50%. And if you do that, your run is pretty much screwed. So right now, let's imagine that it's not a big rest turn. Well, again, we can take this for example. So if I get a good speed turn here, so this is decent. This is I'm gonna click that one. But if I take this one here, next turn, if I don't get any rainbows, I'm forced to rest. If I get a bad rest, right? So that's 1 wasted turn. If I get a bad rest and I have to go to the infirmary, that's 2 wasted turns. And then from there, that is potentially 60 stats, or even more, depending on what year you're in. So it's just too, it's oftentimes too risky unless you get a really good stat bonus from where you should risk it, you know, from there. That's pretty decent, actually. I'm gonna take this. 4 up arrows. It's kind of hard to say no to. But that's probably one of the biggest mistakes that I used to make. I still do make it sometimes, where if you're just a little bit greedy, and this is also a big issue with doing like long runs where you're not using any energy cards, or Rico, where you can just run out of. This turn sucks. This is the debate of a turn because I get a burst here. But I think I'm going to, nope, I'm not gonna run. And this is, it's a debate for that to get the friendship. That you can get the friendship, but I'm going to go for the burst. If you waste 3 or 4 turns, then, I mean, the run it's pretty hard to recover from that unless you high roll a little bit. But wasting that many turns is just, it's tough. So that was the mistake that I used to make a lot, and I still make that with like long CMs, because if you don't have any whip cards, you don't have a reliable source of getting energy back unless you have Rico. But Rico's, you know, you can only do that 5 times, so that can last you kind of the whole run depending on your cards. But that's why whip cards are so valuable. That's pretty good, and this is also pretty good. I'm gonna take this one. I get another burst, and I get friendship. Now you're gonna see my power is going to be way ahead of my speed. So my speed is going to be lacking behind. So I really want to try to burst as much as possible on my speed now. My King Halo's career is not hard. The only hard race that she has, I think, is the next one, which is, I think, she runs in the Tokyo Derby, right? Yeah, she runs in the Japanese Derby, and that is probably the hardest race of her. So this is a good example of it's not worth the risk. Now you get friendship and you get power, which is nice, but then I can't do anything the next turn, so I'm forced to rest, but I'm running the turn after that, so it's not too much of a waste. Now I could run here, and that could be worth it, but I'm going to actually rest here and hope that the next turn I get a burst and rainbow on speed. If I ran there, then I would have to only click on wit or rest. So now I get a burst on speed, which is decent. Not the best, but I'm still gonna click it. I'll take the speed. So this is the only hard race of her career. Now she runs in a long race, but it's more of a what I call like a narrative race. 5th place. Come on, man. If you go below 3rd place, you don't get as max skill points. So I'm probably gonna run another race during this, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, I've finished it, and that's the only hard race. Now she runs in this next long race, but you don't have to do anything besides click the button, race. I really want you to be activated, but I'm going to take this because you get another burst. But it's just really some bad luck that, who are you called? My nice nature is not on, she's just not, like, she's just hanging around guts and wasted stats. So it's hard for her to actually activate right now. And I would be having, you know, potentially a lot more wit, even though she's just not hanging out with wit. Just hang out where you're supposed to be. Go to the party you're assigned to. I shouldn't have to think about this because I went middle. If you go middle, you go top, 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 and then you're good to go. What are you guys up to? I don't know. What's kind of going on for you? I'm gonna take this. 50 wit is pretty nice. Excited for the sprint CM? pretty random. It's just filled with a bunch of, come on, man. Look at you. What are you doing in Guts? Like, get off of Guts, man. It's better for the sprint CM. Sprint CM. Excited for the RNG of it. Now, I've came in 3rd place in the finals the last 2 CMs, I think. So I'm kind of trying to get revenge on this one. But the problem is it's so RNG based that I don't even know if I can get something reliable. Now the first, okay, I'm gonna click this one just because I really want you to actually just do something with your life. Now that was a risky click, and I was a little bit rage baited because now I can't do anything besides click wit or rest, and I don't have a reliable rest outside of since it's not summertime. But like I said, 8%. Okay. Thankfully, I had some wit cards activated after that, but you could easily see how it snowballs in the wrong direction trying to do those things. I'm gonna click this one, even though I don't like bursting on wit too much. But I mean, it's either bursting on wit or bursting on speed because I don't really need to burst on power. What are you doing here? Give me the skill points. Now this one, you're designed to lose, right? She ain't built for long. 8th place, not the end of the world. My fans are pretty behind. Oh my God, the wet conditions. Well, I mean, you get a free wet conditions, but that is extra skill points that you need to turn on. So I'm going to need, or I want to run an extra race now whenever I get a chance, just because I'm going to do this because I have to rest pretty much anyway. Yeah, I'm going to take that. But I want skill points. 782. This is a double. That is a single. I'm going to take the double. Oh, this is a triple. Okay. Now my wit has went crazy over the last few turns. I'm gonna click on speed. So by the end of classic year, I like 600 in the 3 main stats if I can get it. That's at least lets me know that I'm on a good pace. If I can get more, especially in speed, I feel a lot safer. But now I'm going to try to really focus on speed a little bit more. But the big important thing is you don't get ahead of yourself, and don't be afraid that you're not going to get the stats, because you have so many wit cards that you could be a little bit behind pace, and by clicking wit you're going to get a lot of speed anyway, versus if I had, say, power cards or only 1 wit card, then I would be like maybe a little bit more nervous. Now this one is good, but I don't think I have many yeah, I don't have any other potential explosions, so I don't want to waste it on wit anymore, so I'm just going to click on speed. You also want to be around you also want to be around rank 4 for any of your, for your main stats, especially speed, senior year. If you are, at least maybe by February, then you're in a good place. If you're not, it's going to be really hard for you to, I think there goes the S rank. Because I forgot the friends. So one of the big things that can contribute to an S rank, I think this is probably going to be an A+ now, is leveling up your ult. Now she is level 4, so I can recover it. If I didn't lose the stupid races earlier. But that is something that you need to pay attention to. Your fan count. So you need 70,000 by the fan meetup, which I think is April. So hopefully I win this. Well, yeah, I need to win it. But hopefully this gives me 70,000 fans. Yes, it does. Okay, so slight mistake by missing that on Valentine's Day, because I don't get my ult level up, but now I'll get another ult level up, and she is level 4, so I'm kind of ahead of the game a little bit. So this will be kind of more standard comparison for people that don't have her another star level up. But it's gonna make it a little bit tougher. Doesn't contribute like to the whole run, but you know, it does make it a little bit tougher. So this is a good example of what I was talking about with speed earlier. Energy management, where I'm gonna click that, mainly because I have 4 wit cards. So hopefully they do something the next turn. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to rest, and you can get a bad rest, then it just snowballs. This is a bad wit turn, but I'm gonna click it anyway just because it's wit. So it's free, it's safe. And I mean, you could be clicking another wit turn the next turn anyway, so. These are not good. So there's a debate between racing and resting. So it's early May. She runs June 1st. I'm going to rest. Hopefully I get a good speed turn this turn. I did not get a good speed one. Now I could take this and you get another explosion. I could take this and it's just more, or could race. And I think racing might be not worth it because I can't do it in races. So I'm gonna click on speed. So I'm a touch behind of where I want to be, pretty much, because I like to be around 800 with speed before summer. Otherwise, you're getting closer to relying on the RNG gods to kind of give you a double burst. There's a double. And the reason why I took that before resting is, one, I want my speed to get a little bit higher, but I also have, once again, 4 wit cards. So I can be a little bit greedier because I'm probably going to click wit during the summertime. And if I don't, then I can just rest for, I mean, it's free and it's safe, so I don't have to worry about that too much. There's the wit. Oh, there's the rank S. There's the wit. Now I do want some speed. A little bit of speed. That is a little bit more speed, and that is an explosion. Oh, so this is a good debate. I'm gonna click this one and hope I get some wits this turn. So I'm being a little bit more greedy with speed because it's falling behind. But okay, well, we rest. All rested. That's good. My speed's falling a little bit behind. Give me the power of what I would like to be. I like to be around 950 by the end of summertime, and I like to be around 1050 or 1100 by the end of senior year. If you're around 1100, you're probably going to max it naturally. If you're around 1050, you pretty much still need a rainbow to be activated. Being at 900 by the end of summer is not a complete deal breaker because I have so many wit cards. It is going to be pumped up through clicking on wit. Wow, these are bad. But I still need, ideally, if I can get 3 more rainbows on speed, I think I would be in a much more safer spot. That's 1 rainbow. I would love a double rainbow. if not more rainbows. Whoa. Nothing. Still, speed card's just MIA. Double rainbow and an explosion on speed would be goated right now. Okay, absolutely nothing. So now I'm gonna need pretty much 2 doubles on speed if I want to max my speed out. And that's gonna be a little bit tougher. I don't think I'm gonna max my speed on this. When's the last time Heat-san showed up? She's just a fake card, man. He just does not want to do nothing. So what I would like to see here is a quad stack on wit, and then another double rainbow on speed with an explosion. That would be ideal. I don't think that's going to happen. It's not going to be enough. It's probably going to be 11:30. So it's not going to be an S rank. Unless maybe if I get a quad wit rainbow here. It could be greedy and 35% and 11. Do this one. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's kind of how you do the run. It's just, I mean, you get RNG with 2 more rainbows on speed anytime throughout the career, especially towards the end, and you get maxed speed. So, I mean, that's just RNG for you, right there. So that goes to show kind of the importance of how those small clicks really make a big difference, because I'm 60 away. So that is pretty much a double rainbow on speed and maybe another double rainbow on wit, and you're pretty much a solid S rank. Move that. This could be an S rank still. I don't think it will be. I don't need Slick Surge. But it's probably going to be a high A rank. Yeah, I got no skills either. So that's the other difficult thing, where if you just get no skills, I mean, you can't really do nothing about that. If I was building it for a CM, I would probably take Give Mommy a Hug as well. I got no corners and I got no sprint straightaways. So there's nothing I could really do about that. So this is high A+, probably, maybe mid A+. Yeah, high A+. It's close. There's a lot of skills, but wit, medium. So this is, I mean, that's a good example of 2 more speeds and you're pretty much there. Maybe I'll do another run, maybe I won't, but that's, if you're seeing this, then that's how it goes.